pattern subscriptions or clubs value for money? I don't have any memberships at the moment. Well, actually I do, because I've just joined Cashmerette. I've signed in at the highest level, paid for a whole year, which equates to a measly £12 per month. So I'm going to evaluate them over the next few months, and we're going to create an autumn winter mini capsule from their club patterns. Hi there, I'm Christine the Gemini Stitcher, and welcome to my little sewing space. Yes, I've bitten the bullet. I've signed up for Cashmerette. I've been influenced mainly by Claire from Claire Bobbin Sews, because she makes some beautiful garments, and a lot of them are from Cashmerette, from their club membership. So I had a quick nosy at the patterns that they had as part of their membership. I didn't just jump in. Thought, let's see how many patterns I would actually make that they've got, because there's a whopping 55 of them as a club member at the highest level, because you get their whole back catalogue. So there were 18 to 20 patterns that I potentially over the next 12 months will make. And I worked that out, it's about £7 a pattern. So for the autumn and winter, I've decided to do a 6 garment capsule, all using the patterns that are free to download within Cashmerette Club. And I've done their little size calculator. It tells me to do a size 6 in Cashmerette patterns and use the C to D cup sizing. So that's great. I know where I'm going. If something's fitted at the waist, it's telling me to grade out to a size 8, just because, you know, I carry a bit of timber around my middle, don't we all at a certain age? But I'm loving the calculator. It's made things clear. I just bunged in my measurements and it threw out the answers. So no guesswork involved. We're going to go with what Cashmerette say, certainly for the first few patterns, and we'll see if their calculator is as accurate as I'm hoping it will be. Size 6 sounds about right to me. I vary in US pattern sizes depending on the style, normally between a 4 and a 6. So we'll see how a Cashmerette size 6 actually fits my petite frame. I am going to have to do narrow shoulder adjustments. I always have to do that. So definitely if I'm doing a size 6, I will be doing a narrow shoulder adjustment on all my tops. So shall we have a look at the 6 patterns that I've chosen? I've chosen 2 tops, 2 bottoms, a dress and a layering garment. And I'm going to try to make them a capsule that works together to mix and match in the autumn. So garment number 1 that I want to make, this has been on my radar for a while. Was going to buy the pattern and then didn't, I don't know why. And it's the Stanton hoodie. It's been around for a long time. You can buy the Stanton hoodie as a standalone pattern, but it's free to download as part of their club. So it'd be rude not to try it, wouldn't it? So the Stanton can be a hoodie or a high or funnel neck top. It can be a pull over the head or a half zip or a full zip, so you can make it into a little zip up jacket as well. It's got curved yoke detail here on the top, which you'll be able to see from this image. Makes it look a little bit like a raglan sleeve if you do it all in the same colour in a contrast. And I like that, but it's not, it's a satin sleeve on this top. There are roomy kangaroo style pockets, but instead of just slapping them on the front, it's got a seam, or a shaped seam, all the way round, and the kangaroo pocket sits at the top of the seam, so it doesn't look like you've just slapped it on for good measure. And the Stanton is going to be great for colour blocking. And my idea for mine is to copy blatantly, not the same colours, but copy the way that they've done the main body in one colour and then the yoke and the sleeves in a contrast colour. I think that is going to have a slimming effect of having a lighter colour on the inside and a darker colour on the outside, and we all need a bit of help there, don't we? So have I got fabrics in my stash to create my Stanton look? I've got this cream French cherry that I got from Boys up in Skipton. Ooh, I've only had it a few weeks and it's already got plans. So I could do the whole of the Stanton in this, and I may well do, but I would quite like some olivey coloured green French cherry for the sleeves. I'll only need a metre of it, if that. So I'm going to put that on my bingo card list for when we go to Festival of Quilts. So it's definitely going to be in the cream. It may all be cream, or it might have green sleeves. We will see. But that is the main fabric for the Stanton. The second top that I want to try is their Pussy Bow blouse. Now, at first glance, this looks quite a simple blouse, but there's a lot of fitting detail in it. It's not a loose fit, it's quite a close fitting blouse. So I was really interested to see how this would work on my body shape. You're going to need 1.5 metres of fabric for the size that I'm doing. So I'm doing a size 6 in a C-stroke D cup for this. So it is quite a retro style, and it's a fitted woven blouse pattern. It's got princess seams down the front, which is how we're getting the fit, not just darts at the side, but proper princess seams. It's got shoulder yokes with some delicate gathering there to give a little bit of relief around the boobulicious area, I would have thought. It's got a covered button placket, which I'm looking forward to doing. That's going to make it very smart indeed. There are also fisheye darts on the back to add additional shaping, so you're getting the drift. This is quite a well-fitted blouse. And you can also interchange this blouse with all the ones from the Cashmerette Club. So I love the little cute short sleeves on it, great detail. However, mine's for the autumn winter. So I think I'm probably going to use it tells you that you can, when you look at a pattern, it gives you different patterns that you can mix and match in with it as well, which I think is absolutely brilliant. No guesswork there. So I'm going to use the Windvale shirt and dress sleeves because I want a long sleeve on this blouse. So have I got any fabric that I want to make the pussy bow in? Because this is a retro blouse, I thought it'd look great in a ditzy floral, and I want to use this. It's on a cream background and it's got green, peach, green and pink floral in it, so quite easy to go with a lot of different garments. It's a viscose twill, so it's got the drape, but it's a little bit more sturdy, a little bit warmer for the winter months. And I think it will look great as the pussy bow blouse. So that's the two tops that I want to make. So what about my bottoms? Well, I've chosen a pair of trousers and a pair of overalls, something that I've never made before. So thought, no, we're going to do this. And there's a real good reason why I've never made things with a normal bib on the front, it's because of the boobs, and it just gapes, so and makes them look bigger. So we'll see how the Rhinecliffs are going to deal with that problem. I'm going to read from my iPad, and then I don't tell you any porkies because it's important. So it says game-changing overalls. Sewing patterns with no gap, darted bib and cup C to H sizes. So it's got darts in the bib. Brilliant. So they're a classic dungaree styling plus standard and full bust fits. So, you know, if I'm going to get a pair of dungarees or overalls to fit me, I think the Rhinecliff are going to be the ones, and I'm really excited about trying these. So again, I will probably do a size 6. I will be grading out at the waist to an 8 because these are more fitted. And we'll see how we get on with them. So what are the details about the Rhinecliff? So they've got a relaxed straight leg to these overalls, and they've got elastic in the back waist as well. It just gets better and better, this. There are 5 pocket options, and you can do lots of stylish top stitching. Love a bit of top stitching. And it says it's the perfect for mid-weight wovens. So your canvases, your corduroys, your denims are all perfect for these overalls. I don't like the name overalls. I prefer dungarees, if I'm honest. Overalls is just like something my granddad used to wear to work. So dungarees we're calling them. And I've got some dark blue denim that I got from Abercarn's over a year ago, and it sat in my stash. So we're going to use this to do a toile version of these dungarees, and if I like them, then I'll buy some really expensive, well, not really expensive, but more expensive fabric and really make them shine. But for the first option, we're going to use some Abercarn bin fabric. So this is the fabric that I've got. It's a nice dark smart navy blue denim, nothing wrong with it, and if they turn out I'll be quite happy, like wear them. But if they don't turn out, I'm not going to be crying buckets because I've paid £20 a metre for the fabric. But a rigid denim, perfect for dungarees. It's a mid-weight, it's not too heavy. It's got a little bit of stretch to it, which is going to help for comfort. So this is what I'm going to make the Rhinecliff dungarees in as my toile. Got a funny tale about toiles, and I was having a laugh with Steph about it yesterday on WhatsApp because we chat all the time. It had auto-corrected something that I'd said to her that had the word toile in it. It changed it to toilet. So from now on, toiles are going to be called toilettes. So I'm going to do a toilette of the Rhinecliff in this denim. Next up in the bottom category is a pair of pants, and they're barrel legged. I know I'm battling the barrel legs at the moment. I will get some that I really love, and maybe the Vinton are going to be the ones. They are a barrel-legged pant. I've already said it says relaxed barrel leg pants. Sewing pattern with a fly front zipper, elasticated back waist and roomy pockets with an option for a full bum piece. So if you've got quite a chunky derriere, you could be comfortable. I might look into that actually, because my backside is quite big compared to the rest of me. Maybe I need this bum piece. We'll see. So these pants feature an on-trend, subtle barrel leg, and that's what drew me in. They're not a huge barrel leg, it says subtle, so these might be the ones that I can live with as a barrel leg pant. So you can make them smart, or you can make them casual, you can do them in denim, you could do them in a wool fabric for the winter, and they will look completely different. But I'm going to do mine in a size 6. It's telling me that I need 2 meters of fabric, but I've only got 1.5 meters of the fabric I want to use. So we'll see if we can get it out of 1.5. I think we probably can for a midget. And I'll just grab the fabric I want to use. So this is the fabric I want to use. It's a green denim that I got from Higgs & Higgs, and it's their stretch denim. It's not heavily stretchy for jeggings, but it's got a nice little bit of stretch to it for making jeans and trousers. And I always go there for my stretch denims. They've got loads of colours, really good quality as well. So this is the fabric that the vintner trousers or jeans are going to be made in. Let's move on to the dress pattern I've chosen, and this is something that I always steer clear of because I don't feel comfortable in them, so I've picked it to see. It's a true test whether Cashmerette can change my mind about wrap dresses. Now, being boobalicious, they always emphasise the boobs, they never sit right here. I don't like when the wind blows and you flash your legs. You know, I'm not 21 anymore and want to flash my legs to everybody. No, thank you. So I've chosen the Hazelton wrap dress. And here's what they say about this pattern. Iconic wrap dress with no gape lined bodice. It's got a full skirt with pockets and a classic collar option. I'm loving the collar detail on this. And it's got button cuff detail as well. Mix and match, here's a good one now, mix and match with the Grafton dress sleeves. I've got the Grafton dress and I'm loving the bishop sleeves, so I might have to snaffle those and do a cheateroo because it's not part of the Cashmerette Club, isn't the Grafton. But hey, if it makes this wrap dress work, I'm going to do it. Again, I'm going to make a size 6 in this, maybe grade out to an 8 at the waist, we'll see. But it is for knit fabrics, which is a little bit more forgiving for accuracy and fit on the old tum area. So what fabric am I going to use for this absolutely gorgeous wrap dress? I drilled over this when it first came out, and it nearly made me join Cashmerette Club because it's a Cashmerette Club only pattern, but I resisted. So what fabric am I going to use? Well, shock horror, I haven't got any in my stash that I can use because it uses about the 3 meter mark of fabric. Obviously it's a wrap dress, they are quite fabric hungry, but I've found some to do a toilette with that isn't gonna break the bank. I'll pop an image of it up here. It's on the way, it's ordered. £4.95 a metre, high viscose content, knit ponte. I think it's going to be great for this dress. So 3 meters have cost me less than £15 for an amazing dress, and we'll see how it turns out. But I can see more of these if I can get the fit right. And when that fabric arrives, I've got a few others coming in the next few days. We'll do another fabric chat and then you can have a real close-up nosy at the fabric I'm going to be using. But I'm quite... Last but not least, in this mini capsule from Cashmerette Club is a layering garment, and no, shock horror, it's not a jacket, it's a cardigan, because I've got lots of jackets, so I steered clear of that. I've chosen a layering garment as a cardigan. It can be a jacket if you do it in a heavier weight. It's the Westmore cardigan. So what drew me to this? It's a long line cardigan, and I always steer away from them because I think they make me look shorter. But I've been reading somewhere that long line cardigans can make you look taller, weirdly, but not if they're big and baggy. Now, this Westmore cardigan is cleverly semi-fitted. I know, amazing. So what do they say about the Westmore? It's a fit and flare cardigan. Music to my ears, just what I've been looking for. With shoulder princess seams, you can do it in C to H cups, because obviously it's Cashmerette. And there's a waterfall or a shawl collar option. Now, I'm probably going to do the shawl collar, not the waterfall, but I might make another one with a waterfall. So it's 2 for the price of 1. I will do mine in a size 6, and I have not got the fabric for this pattern, because when I'm buying knit fabrics for jumpers and cardigans, I like to get touchy-feely with them. So the fabric that I use for this cardigan is, hopefully, fingers crossed, going to be purchased at Festival of Quilts at the end of July when we go. So it's going to go on my bingo card. You know what I'm talking about? I think, bingo, what are you going on about? Steph and I are doing a grid with 9 items on that we want to get Festival of Quilts, and we're going to see who does the best. Try and focus our mind, stop us wandering and coming back with loads of stuff and thinking, what on earth have I bought that for? Everything is going to be bought, hopefully, with purpose. And this fabric for this shawl cardigan is on my list. So how am I going to decide what colour to choose? Well, I'm going to take a swatch of all these fabrics and the one that's coming from Pound Fabrics. Hopefully it'll be here before I go. And then I can get a cardigan fabric that's going to work. Obviously I don't need it to work with the Stanton hoodie, but I'd like it to work with the Dixie floral, the green denim and the blue denim. So I'm not asking a lot, am I? So it might have to be a neutral colour, maybe a cream or an oatmeal might work quite well. We will see, but it depends what colours I can get in quality knit fabric, because it's rare as unicorns. I tell you, in the UK there's loads of knit fabric out there, but as soon as you've washed it twice it bubbles to buggery and you've wasted your time. So it needs to have some decent wool content in it. Maybe viscose will work. Actually, a ponte might work for that, a nice viscose ponte. There's an idea. Failing anything else, I can get some of the amazing viscose ponte from Roy's Material World and make it, and it'll be like a cardigan stroke a jacket as well, won't it? I'd rather do it in a proper knit wool knit fabric. The only other place I can think that I might get some that I like is at Higgs and Higgs. They usually have some really nice wool fabrics, but we'll see. Not wool fabrics, knit wool fabrics is what I'm talking about. So there we go. That's my venture into Cashmerette. I've been asking you all for a while, should I, shouldn't I? Well, I've finally done it. I've bitten the bullet. I've got my mini capsule planned. It's not going to happen overnight, but probably towards the end of August, maybe sometime in September, I'll do another vlog of all my garments and have a chat about how I've got on with Cashmerette, and we'll do the Christine scoring for each garment. So I hope you found today informative. I'm going to go off now and do a bit of patchwork quilting. I know, I've got a kit that's an English paper piecing kit. I've had it yonks, fell out with it because it didn't work first time. So I'm doing some practicing of my patchwork project. So happy sewing, guys, and I will see you all again tomorrow. Bye.